want to try and be very quiet because there are birds outside my window and I think they're building a nest and I don't want to disturb them. Hey lads, my name is May and today I want to talk about some songs that remind me of derealisation. So if you don't already know, derealisation, depersonalisation or DPDR is a condition that I and many other people have. Derealisation is when the external world does not feel real, and depersonalisation is when you and your internal world doesn't feel real. It's a trauma response, it's heightened by anxiety and all that lovely stuff. I like to think of it as fight, flight, freeze. I hope that I got that right. When in response to something scary or something that you're anxious about, your brain flies away, it runs away. Therefore, if your brain thinks that your surroundings aren't real, then they can't hurt you, and it's sort of like a coping mechanism in that way. A lot of people will experience this once in their lifetime, but for some people like myself, this feeling becomes chronic. So for the past 3 to 4 years, I have felt like I'm in a dreamlike state. I have trouble believing I'm real, I have trouble believing that the people around me are real. There's so many more symptoms and I do want to talk about it, but I thought that doing this kind of video to start off with as an introduction would be a lot easier. I'm not really sure how I want to approach it yet, so I thought this would be the best place to start. So without further ado, here are some songs that remind me a lot of derealisation. The only ones I can confidently say were written about derealisation are the 3 dodie songs I have at the end of this video. It's no secret that she copes with derealisation herself, but for every other song, it's just me applying my own meaning to them. Okay, I've got snark, I'm ready to go. So the first song I have is Love Stuck by Mother Mother. I got into Mother Mother a couple months ago, and as I normally do when I find a new artist, I put them on shuffle, and then this song came on and I bawled my eyes out. It's the first song I found that truly encapsulated how I was feeling up here, and that's why I enjoy assigning meanings to songs and why I'm doing this video, because it helps me process what's going on and makes me feel better. This song for me epitomizes being stuck up in your head, being trapped and not being able to feel. The song opens with the lyric, "My feelings run away." Pretty accurate, I would say. It's just this feeling that your feelings are gone. Depersonalisation carries this uncanny feeling of either being completely numb and not experiencing any emotions, or experiencing emotions but feeling like someone else is experiencing them for you. Like you can still feel them but they're not quite your own, they're quite detached. I've got my love stuck in my head. This is the enigma of depersonalisation. You have love and you know that you can feel it, but it's just stuck in there, and no matter how hard you try, you can't quite get to it. I found quite a good analogy that I think explains it. I don't know if you've ever experienced staring off into the distance and then your eyes like unfocus. I'm gonna try and do it, hold on. I don't know if I'm doing it. Oftentimes you can refocus your eyes. Sometimes it's a lot of effort or you don't want to, but you can refocus them. Derealisation for me is like when you've unfocused your eyes, but no matter how hard you try, you can't quite get them to refocus, except it's in your brain. You're still functioning, you're still going, but there's something off, something fuzzy. So having your love stuck in your head, it's in there, but it's not quite right. It's just time that it takes, but I don't want to wait. I want to love again today. And that's the thing, that's the healing process. It takes so much time, but it's just the frustration of having to try so hard and work on it. And then the last lyric, I've got to give my love to my soul and let go. This is like the climax of the song. At this point, the vocalist, I'm not sure who they are, but it sounds like when they sing the let go, they let go with their vocals. And if you haven't already started crying, you will start to cry at this point. I can't describe it. It feels like letting go of all this pain that you have and someone else understands, and you can finally let go and say, oh, okay, I've got to give my love to my soul. It's hard, especially because derealisation can bring in a lot of depression and sad feelings. You can't stay positive all the time. It's really difficult. But just understanding that you have to be kind to yourself and let yourself chill out. It's a really important step to take in getting better, I think. So my next song is Two Ghosts by Harry Styles. This for me represents relationships in derealisation and how you can't quite get to the other person anymore. Same lips red, same eyes blue, but it's not you and it's not me. I've realised recently that with my derealisation, I'm very heavily triggered by uncanny valley. If you're not sure what it is, I'm not too clear on it either. But from what I understand, it's this phenomenon where humans have an inbuilt fear of things that look human, but it's slightly off. And I think the reason I'm extra special scared of this is because that's what I experience on a day-to-day basis. I'm seeing people around me that look real, act real, but there's still something in my mind that's saying that they're not. So for me, this song really says, we're two people, we should be normal, but there's something off, there's something between us that isn't right. I've got a jumble of lyrics here. Sounds like something that I used to feel, but I can't touch what I can't see. The fridge light washes this room white. I didn't realise the extent that derealisation can impact your vision. You get like blackness around your vision sometimes, the colour changes, it feels like you've got a really bad iPhone filter over your vision sometimes. And yeah, it's a lot of visual issues that I think that lyric really reminds me of, especially the fridge light washes this room white. Those really crappy LED lights that look like a zombie apocalypse movie. The ones at like the shopping centre and in classrooms that they have, one of my biggest triggers. I hate them so much. They make everything look even less real than they already do. We're not who we used to be, we're just two ghosts standing in the place of you and me, trying to remember how it feels to have a heartbeat. Yep, pretty much Harry. My next song is Lights Are On But Nobody's Home by Tom Rosenthal. I think the title pretty much speaks for itself. The lyrics of this song aren't the biggest thing for me. He repeats lights are on but nobody's home several times across the song, and I think that really does encapsulate the feeling of derealisation. It's like I'm functioning, I'm still here, I'm still a person, but there's not really much going on inside my head, which was a big struggle to me in the beginning, because at school in psychology you learn you can't diagnose a mental health illness or anything if you're still functioning, because they have to be dysfunctional to be a problem. And I was like, I'm still going to school, I'm still doing homework, I'm fine. Spoiler alert, not true. But also the music in this song, I have no idea what instrument it is. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's a synthesizer, but it like blends together really eerily. For me this isn't a trigger, but it might be for you, I'm not sure, so if you want to listen maybe take caution with that. But yeah, it just, the song feels dizzy, if that makes sense, and it really, if I'm super spaced out, it's like how I feel in my head. I don't quite know how to explain it, but on my worst days when I'm like on autopilot and not listening, that's what my head sounds like. My next song, also Tom Rosenthal, is Take Over. This song for me is all about depending on someone else. Show me what your eyes can see. It's a wonderful world and you've got a camera. You can be the heart for me. I'm blind without you. I think this mostly speaks for itself. It's all about surrendering to another person and asking for help. I don't have too much to say about this one because I do think it speaks for itself. My next song is Caught in the Middle by Paramore. To me this song is about just being stuck in limbo, sort of like Love Struck, all about being in your head and not being able to get out, saying come on, just, you know, just be grounded. Pretty simple, and you physically can't, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. I think this comes through the lyric, I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. I try to keep going, but it's not that simple. This next lyric I'm just gonna let stand on its own. I think it really does encapsulate what I want to say. I was dreaming life away, all the while just going blind. Can't see the forest for the trees behind the lids of my own eyes. Also, I think the bridge is pretty funny. No, I don't need no help. I can sabotage me by myself. I'm doing very well, thank you. And then my last three songs are by the wonderful Dodie. So the first two I'm going to say is Before the Line and When. I'm not even going to bother going into individual lyrics for these because they epitomise derealisation. So Before the Line, it's all about the world going flat, wondering what the hell's going on. You can't see properly, your vision's changed. And for When, it's all about coming to the realisation that it's not working anymore. Break, please. Why do I look like the chick from... I'm just going to play what I think I look like.
Come back! Guys! No! Stop! No! Come back! Come back! Ah! Guys! No!
That's all, thank you. And the last song I wanted to talk about was I Kissed Someone, It Wasn't You. For me, the whole song is just about trying to be with some, ticking all the boxes, but it's still not working. I think the music video does a fairly good job at describing this icky feeling. I don't like the music video and I never intend on watching it again. For me, again, it was just that uncanny valley thing. Throughout the video, Dodie is, let's say, friendly with different people, but then across the video, they lose their facial features. No, thank you. Ugh. So yeah, that really creeps me out and I hate it, but if you want to check it out, feel free, but also be warned. And as much as I hate the icky feeling, I love this song so much because I have never found something that truly encapsulates how I feel on the inside. It makes me so happy and excited to know that there's someone that understands and can put what I can't into words. It truly is, it's a wonderful song. Despite the contents, it makes me feel wonderful because I don't feel alone when I listen to it, because I spent a long time struggling to explain myself, but now whenever someone asks, I can just say, here's a song, I can't word it, but Dodie can, pretty much. And that's pretty much all I have to say for today. Again, I really want to talk about derealisation. It's a really hard topic because I don't know what I want to talk about, how I want to talk about it. I don't know how in depth I want to go with things from my personal life. I don't know if I should be giving advice, but regardless, I really hoped this helped, especially if you're the kind of person that likes assigning songs to things like I do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I am making the commitment to read an educational article every time I upload a video, so if you'd like to join me in that endeavour, that would be greatly appreciated. I'll have everything linked downstairs. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.